Okay, good morning to you. Good morning. Today also you're going to stay without the AC. That's the this one. Okay. So, a very good morning to you, and we will start from the place the three angles. Is that all right? For me, it looks like angle. Okay, okay, okay. So, right, I'm going to start. We were discussing competition that we started discussing last week, where in the competition, basically, what the marketer is supposed to do is you have all the virtual students. I suppose, am I audible?
That's a technique.
I'm sorry that I can't hear you properly. I think that's not something I would be doing. Better idea if you can mute your mic, otherwise we might be listening to all the personal information. So then we under competition, what we should know is like the marketing is all about. You have to do something better than what competitors do. So if that is the case, the closely you have to monitor the customers, the same attention that you have to give to the competitors. So therefore, we have to study about our competition. So for us to study about our competition, we have to do a competitor analysis. So in terms of doing a competitor analysis, what are the three things that we have to do? This is not the assistant. That's assistant. Only the assistant is done. Students are not joining. I don't know exactly, but it's all right. Like, but it'll be really hard for them to pass the exam if they are not coming to the class. So, because I told you last exception batch, like there was a one student, the one time in my history, 96 out of 100, but at the same time, 3 out of 100. So two extremes. Okay. So if they're not coming, it's okay. Like let's see, that they are like my life. Okay. So we come back to the topic. Where in terms of the competition, basically whenever we are analyzing competition, we have to do three things. First, if we want to super perform someone, we should know who are my competitors. Because if you want to do something better than other people, you should know who are the other people. So then that's the first thing. You have to identify your competitors. Then you have to study about them. Okay, if you want to be outstanding from the rest of the class, you should know about each of these people. And then only you know that, okay, these people are like that, so that I am like that. So what specialty I should build up? Without knowing about the competitors, you can't have a uniqueness. And that's the second. You have to study about your competitors in detail, in terms of their objective, their strategies, and their strengths, weaknesses, and how much resources that they are having, so that you have to have an idea about with whom that you are going to compete. Then at last you decide, okay, I'm like this, my competitors are like this. So for these people, for these brands, I can't have a head-to-head competition because anyway I'm weak. But for these people, of course, I can have competition because I'm much stronger. So those are the 3 steps that we are doing under competitor analysis. So you have to identify the competitors, and then you have to study about them, their objectives, their resources, strengths, weaknesses, and how about their future plans, and how about their competitive strategies. So that you have to study about that. And then you decide, okay, for these brands, I can have a competition, but for these brands, which I don't want to keep my finger into a fire. So we have already finished this one, identifying competitors, that we did last week. So I asked you to identify competitors of the Coca-Cola, and then we realized that most of you had the competitor myopia, because if you are just looking at the narrow focus, like if you are only looking at the current competitors without looking at the future competition, so then you are suffering from the competitor myopia. So we have to avoid the competitor myopia. How we are going to avoid the competitor myopia? So you should know about the different levels of the competition. So the brand competition means within the broader industry, you think that only selected brands are your competitors. And then the industry competition means you take all the brands in your industry as your competitor. The form competition means like it's even beyond the industry, but different forms of product that fulfill the same need that your product is fulfilling, like substitute products. The generic competition means like whoever competing for the money in your hand. So that means being a Coca-Cola in a FMCG category, sometimes the competition is coming from a totally not relevant category, maybe from the food, or maybe from the electricity, maybe from the medicine. So likewise, you have to have that broader picture whenever you are identifying competitors. That we discussed last week, so that's why I was just in a rush, but I want you to bring your mind to that level, but at the same time, since we have discussed that one, spending much time. This also we discussed, like Michael Porter's 5 process model also it's possible to use, because one in the center we call as our industry, where the people are playing, and then how easily another one to come, and also like what are the substitute products availability, and how easily buyer can switch from one brand to another. We call it as a buyer's bargaining power, and also like how easily we can get access to the supply. So depending on the pressure that you are getting from these 4 forces, the fifth flow, the competition is determined. That also we discussed last week, and also I gave an activity for you to do. So that means like we have finished the first step, which is the identifying competitors. Then you have to study about them. How about their objective, and how about their strategies, what they are good at and what they are weaker on, and how they are reacting. Because if you look at the way that the market behaves, then you know that if a particular brand cut down the price, so who else are cutting down the price? And then you see that, okay, these brands are following this brand. But some brands, they don't do cut down the price, they will do something else. If a particular soap cut down the price, another soap may change the version of the soap. So that is what we say the reaction pattern. So you have to be vigilant of what's going on in the market. So then it's very easy for me to include it in slide. Okay, I will ask that question later. Okay. So then, so once we have studied about these the competitors, like one by one, then we can see like some people they operate more or less like a similar way, and they are equally powerful, and they basically use more or less the same strategies. And then we will put them into a smaller group. So something like this. Say that if this is the industry. So now you know that how many brands are there, and now you have to study about, okay, so this is the behavior of those brands. And there may be some brands, those who are similar. Like for Coke example, you might have seen Pepsi is also equally powerful. And then maybe cream soda. So likewise, the brands, those who are equally powerful and mostly following the same marketing strategies, similar range of products, so similar pricing, the similar way of distribution, and the similar way of promoting. So that means they are like close competitors, so that you are putting into one group. So likewise, you can identify small groups among the large set of competitors that you have identified. So that each group we call as strategic group. So here it says a group of firms in an industry following the same or similar strategies. Then you know that, okay, we are in this strategic group. So who else are there in my group? And there are some other groups. And in those groups, who are the brands available? So that kind of a mapping you have to take it on this page. Strategic group, the meaning is already given. But it's a matter of identifying and grouping similar brands into one small cluster in the larger competition. If you are following the same example, Coca-Cola, so some the Pepsi and cream soda in Sri Lankan market, we can put it into one small circle. So that means they are more or less like equal and also following the similar strategy. Okay. So Then after that, now we are moving to the last step of competitor analysis. Now we have, we know that who our competitors are, and we have studied about them. Then we can decide for which kind of brands that we can have a competition, and from which kind of brands that we have to escape ourselves. So here it says that selecting competitors to attack and avoid. So that in that the analysis part, we will be able to identify who are the strong competitors and who are the weak competitors. The strong competitors means so obvious, like if a particular brands are having more strength than us, they are strong brands, isn't it? So if some brands are having like our brand is having more strength, then the other brand we call as weak brands. Clear? Could we say? I feel like I don't have enough confidence. That's my weakness. It's something wrong with you. I have a ventilation to live. I can't travel the back seat of a vehicle. 20 is also fine. Yeah. I don't mind the temperature. So the fan speed is also something that it's my weakness I got to do. Like one is not perfect. So that's the strong brands means the brands those are having more strength, but the weak brands means we are more stronger than those brands. So then we decide, okay, we have to be careful from the strong brand. But the weak brand, that's okay, we can, without thinking anything, we can attack it. And the close and distance. The close brands means those who are directly competing with us. Like now, once I asked you to write down the Coca-Cola's the competitors, most of you said Pepsi, isn't it? So it's obvious that the Pepsi is a close competitor. And the most of the brands that are in the strategic group, then we say that, okay, these are the close competitors, but there are some distance competitive brands as well, like water, herbal drinks, they are distance. So having limited resources, then you as a brand manager, you decide, my resources I'm using to compete with the close competitors. So I'm just keeping eye on the distance competitors. I don't do anything with them because they are still not having a threat to me. Having a water is not a problem for Coca-Cola yet. So that you don't need to have a strategy to control the water consumption. Isn't it? Okay, something like that. So since we have limited resources, we decide we attack the close competitors, but we don't need to worry about the distance competitors. How about the good and bad? How we identify the good brands and the bad brands? The other two is very straightforward. The strong, weak, and the close distance. It's very straightforward. You don't need to have a note even. How we identify good people and bad people? It's hard, isn't it? So I told you like the day that I started discussing the competition is like a game. So all of you have played a game, like whatever the game. So there are some people who win by cheating. They just they break the rule of the game, so they win. But there are some people who don't break the rules of the game, don't cheat, but still they win. So that determines like if the competition is like a game, there are some companies, those who are ethically competing, doesn't have any other like unethical operations. Then they are good brands. But there are some companies, so from the unethical operations, still they are performing well in the market. Then they are bad companies. So I'll give examples for each case. Like the good brands, like if you take banking industry, we can see a kind of ethical competition because say the Sampath Bank initiated with the ATM technology. Now all the banks are in it. So that the Sampath Bank is not doing like pulling the leg down from the other banks to copy it because they can't do it. Because the computer like technology is freely available. Whoever pioneer, of course, that's fine, but the others also not right. Now the Toyota, they initiated the hybrid engine, but now then the Toyota can't stop copying that by the others. Others also came up with the hybrid engine. So that is, then you should know that, okay, these companies, they're ethically competing so that it's okay for us to compete with just good people. Understand? But there's a one case in Sri Lanka, like there would be a lot of cases in other countries as well. Like there was a small soap manufacturer. Not a recent case, a bit of a old case. So that company, it's not a company like a small person, it's a sole proprietorship. So the person manufactured a soap and it was introduced to the Sri Lankan market, and the person thought that, okay, this will sell this stock, say 100 pieces of soap. So the person thought that, okay, this will sell within a month. Okay. So even before it turned up to a month, all the stock sold out. The person was so happy because it's reflect like the people like my soap. What the person did was had a bank loan and invested for a massive production plant and start manufacturing a large quantity. And it was issued in the market, not sold. So no one purchased. So the entire investment is a bank loan. So the person was bankrupt. Okay. So all the plants and everything, it was taken up by the bank once again. And that was the end of the business. So then the people have taken that case and then realized the initial stock that had been purchased by a reputed brand. It's an unethical competition. But it's possible. It's possible to happen. So, and even in the tobacco market in Sri Lanka, it is legalized. Because the sole agent is CTC, Ceylon Tobacco Corporation. Whoever comes with the branded cigarette, CTC comes and purchases. Because they can do it, they have the legal right of trading cigarettes in Sri Lankan market. So no other company can do it with the brand. Without the brand, it's okay. Understand? So likewise, we should know about, okay, so in this market, there was a history like this. So that I have to be careful. But of course, now the situation has changed because of the economic crisis. So many low price soaps, laundry soaps are now available in the market. And they are also nicely survived. So because that giant brands are not worried about those ones because they may have a different, the selling point, I mean the different benefits. So that they are not worried about those ones. I will just think about those ones once we start talking about the competitive strategies, how the players are looking at different strategies in a different way. Is that fair, good and bad? If someone is competing ethically, those brands are good brands. If someone is doing some unethical operations, so they are bad brands. So that means you have to be careful from the bad brands. But you can have a competition with the good brands. If you want to take an example for each, of course, I can give you some time. computer, you can take down example like Sampath Bank, let others to copy the ATM technology. The brand competitors. The soap company's initial stock was purchased by the reputed soap brand. The small soap company's initial stock. Soap company's initial stock was purchased by a reputed brand. So that the good competitors do ethical competition. So for good competitors can take down like ethical competition, but bad competitors unethical competition. So this is what here it says like strong link. Put that. So that just draw this in your notebook. After that, I will explain. Okay, so currently you have finished taking exam. Like, if you pay your attention here, What does that mean? One in the shape. It says here our company is having a particular ability of fulfilling customers' requirement. The same capacity is there with the competitors offering. Did you get my point? So one in the center. This part. What's the meaning of that part? Our company is having ability of fulfilling some customers' requirement, but same ability is there with the competitors offering. Are we having some uniqueness? In that kind of a space, is our company is having or our brand is having a uniqueness? We don't have. Because other brands is having something, we also have the same thing, but both important for customer. Understand? So it doesn't have any competitive advantage for our brand because we are capable of doing something, and competitor also can do this. Understand? Like have an arrow to like from here, and you might have a design and say that the company is able, the company's brand is able to fulfill, company's brand is able to fulfill customers' requirements same as competitors operate. Same as competitors operate. So we can write that, you can write down no competitive advantage. Because we are not unique, we can do what others also can do. No competitive advantage. Now, how about this area? How about that example? What's the meaning of that? We are capable, the company is capable of doing something the same. The capacity is there with the competitors offering, but it's pointless. Because that is not something customers expect. Understand? Because it's beyond the customer's needs circle. We can do something same as competitors offering, but the problem is it's not something valuable to customers. So that we should not invest for that kind of a requirement. And we may not have a market. Understand? Okay, done. Company's brand and competitors' offerings have the similar capacity of offering something to the market. But it is not important for customers. So we can bracket, take it down. No point of investing. No point of investing. the expert. Whenever you are giving the base for different kinds of ideas coming up from the different branches, so that you have to look at from that angle. Not that you are just following the computer, okay, computer can do something, so that we also supposed to do something. No, the first thing is, it's okay, the computer can do something. You don't need to copy the computer, unless otherwise if it is important for customer. Understand? So it's just a matter of competitive brands are doing it. We can't simply copy it unless otherwise if it is important to customer. So even if it is important to customer, if you are simply just copying from the competitor, so that means we are here. Still we don't have any competitive advantage. Did you get my point? And if you look at this space, what does that mean? The competitors' offerings are having some ability of fulfilling the customer's requirement where we don't have that ability. That is competitors' competitive advantage. Because we are unable to fulfill one customer's requirement, but the competitors offering it. So that means it's our weakness, that's the competitor advantage. So write it down. Competitors offering. Competitors offering. Fulfill some requirements of the customers. Competitors offering fulfill some requirements of the customers. That our brand unable to fulfill. That our brand unable to fulfill. So then what is the sweet spot? We have the ability of fulfilling customers' requirement that is not there with the competitor offering. So this is our competitive advantage. So we do the competitor analysis to identify that. So sweet spot means the company's brand, competitive advantage, that reflect the ability of our brand, which is unique, Unique means it is verified, not available with the competitors. Not available. In fulfilling, is unique in fulfilling customers' requirement. So once we have done the competitor analysis, this is the map we have to do. So that we know that okay, where are we and where are the competitors and where are the customers. It's a matter of mapping all these three, and then we identify okay, what we can do special, which is not possible by the competitors' brands. And also that should be something important to customer. So what's this part? Unmet need. So the competitor is, customers are having so much of unmet need. So either the competitive brand can fulfill, so that we can come like this, or our brand can fulfill. So the more the expansion, we go time, step by step, so the customer's requirements are being fulfilled. Clear? Now we have almost done the comparative analysis. So do you think that we can do it in practice? If we are coming from the corporate, do you think it's possible? Or it's just the concept in the book? Are the people really doing this? Do you think your marketing people are doing it at all? Whenever they are coming up with the strategies. Do you think that they can identify like all the competitors? Do you think it's possible? It's possible, I think, because it's a matter of just visualizing the market. You should know, like, okay, where are the brand level, or the industry level, or the form level, or the every level. That is possible to do. So this is something the brand manager should do it. Why is the brand manager? Why not marketing manager? If a company is having only one brand, that should be done by the marketing manager. But if the company is having so many brands like Unilever, so each brand manager is responsible for this. Because that person is responsible for the performance of the entire brand. So that's why it should be done by the brand manager, because he is the one who is the one who should come up with the entire marketing program. So then identifying competitors, that's okay, you can do it. So how about like study about their like strength, weaknesses? So that means we want to know about the competitors, their objectives, their resources. How do we know about it? That's the challenging task. And the third step is also possible, because it's that you decide, okay, for these people we attack, for these people we escape. The first and the third is possible without any doubt. How the company is doing the second? How do we know about the competitors? How do we know about their strength? How do we know about their weaknesses? How do we know about their strategy, their resources, and what's their future plans? They won't tell us. And like how we can do it. Know about our computers. Huh? Yes, one approach is, yeah, there are some companies who is studying about the entire market, like market research. Then either you can borrow, like you can pay and take those market research reports, or else you can appoint the research firm to study about it. Would that be enough? It will give you only a snapshot. It's not a continuous process. But the market is very dynamic, like by the time the research firm is collecting and getting by the time they are getting the report, the competitors are having one plan. But whenever we are getting the report to the hand, that plan will have changed. It's so dynamic. So how we can capture that part? What else we can do? That's a good approach. Yes, that's also something that's key. Like say that if you are working in an insurance field, if you are not happy with your company, you will not go to a hotel. Because then your experience, your career should invest what's the next. So then you will go and join another insurance company, not the hotel. If you are in the hotel industry, you will find a place in another hotel industry. So that means you have the previous employees. If you had the rapport, then you can contact. That's why the people should be a very good asset. So even a person is leaving, don't make that person angry, especially in the marketing field. So even though a person is leaving just because of the person's personal agenda or something, that's okay. Let the person go, but keep the friendship so that you can have a chat and you can get some information. So that's an informal approach. People do it. What else? What else we can? Since you are like from the finance field, sometime I don't know whether it's true or not, you might be getting a lot of bills from the marketing department. It's a very expensive department. So like they have a lot of gatherings and those kind of things. And so for some people that you have to give traveling allowance, and some people they never come to the work. They always in the field. Okay. And also like they don't have much of a office hours. Okay. It's a very flexible work hours. And also for some people, even entertainment allowance, it's been included in the salary. So you might feel like, oh, what a nice life. So no rules and regulations like being given, but only controlling mechanism is like the site decline. But you are having the thread in your control, you are being given only KPI. The performance indicators are there. If they are doing the job, that's all right for them to do the job. So you have to provide a lot of allowances. Standing allowance, the entertainment allowance, likewise. Why is that? Because they are the information hub. They are always in the market. Okay. So whenever in the market, like say for an example, the representatives, I'm representing one company and you are representing another company, but we both are in the same group. Okay. So you are also in Colombo, I'm also in Colombo. Okay. So you are working in the road, I'm also working in the road. So that we are friends. So you are covering up the same route, I'm also covering up the same route. So we meet up for lunch, we meet up for tea. So we chat. Okay. So we know each other, so that we talk each other. Okay. So you are talking about like these are the targets that you are being given, and this is the compensation that you are getting. I'm talking about myself. Everyone knows it. Okay. Because why I'm giving this? Because I want to know whether you are being paid well than me. And you want to know about because you want to know whether I'm being paid than you. Okay. So you are comparing your workload and your payment and also your company stability. I also do the same. So that I know so what the competitive companies establishment and how about their future plans and how they might be changing in the future in terms of offering products or changing products or likewise because we are people who share the information. Okay. So that's how the management is. So that information is the field staff. So that's why field staff is given the traveling allowance, entertainment, everything, because you want to be with the people. Not just for the entertainment, because you collect the information. So that information are with the sales staff, those who are in the field. So how the brand manager get? How should brand manager get that information to have this kind of plans? think like, okay, say that I know that sometimes those ideas may not come to you because so your subordinates, accounting people may not have that kind of capacity. So that would be the other way around. So normally in marketing field, boss won't give the targets. Boss won't create the plan. So that should be bottom up. So it says that now, this is 2024, it's coming. Calling all the sales staff, you bring new ideas, what we can do to perform well. It's not the person who is in the office give it, because that person doesn't know anything. So that staff, so they will tell, like, okay, for my brand, if we do this, we can be performing much more better in 24. From where that ideas come. Sometimes you might be borrowing in the competitors. Then, so likewise, once you like consolidate those ones as a brand manager, you know that, okay, these are the key brands, and this is how much that they have established. These are their future plans. Informal way that you are looking it through the plan. Instead of coming from the top to bottom, that's mostly happening in the other division, but in the marketing division, it should be bottom up. Where is that we can have an idea about competitors. Annual reports. In the annual reports also, you can have an idea. And also, even if you look at the other, if they are public quoted companies, if you look at the exchange, the stock exchange, you can have an idea like how established it is. That's overall, but within the brand, it's hard. And also, like in the marketing, normally they have a lot of gatherings. And those gatherings are night parties. Not the daytime gatherings. So, I'm also with this thing, one of the committees chair. So almost all the meetings are after 6:30. The one thing it's like the daytime the fact we call the routine works. But all the other discussions and meetings in the night. So it's starting from 6:30, 7. So likewise, it's continuing like 9. And after 9:30, the function is over. But then the liquor is 5. It's expensive. Then once you get the bill, you will see that how come like these people are always like having parties. It's an expense. So why that the employees and sometimes the sales staff are the ones that's mainly being entertained because normally it's a psychological stuff. So once the person is in a comfort zone, the people talk a lot. So that's why you are being given liquor. Once you are on the liquor, so you want to be the hero in the discussion. For you to be the hero, you give everything out in the market. So then, but the managers, you have to use it very strategically. Manager should be in the conscious mind. Manager should not be a person who is under hero before everyone. Okay? So because it has a management trick. So if you are the boss, so you should be in the conscious mind to observe the people's behavior and also like how they are talking. It's an informal way you get all the information, and the other people sometimes even they can't remember what they talked in the last. So that's something how we get this market information, especially about the competitors. Okay. Unless otherwise there is no way, it's mainly informal way. And also some formal ways are there, but like the concurrent information is very hard. So that's why here we say that we have to have a proper intelligent system. Many types of information about the competitors must be collected, interpreted, and distributed and used. So we call it as an intelligent system. Even in any country having an intelligent system. So you let people to go as a normal people and then observe what's going on in the market, in the community. Maybe about the security, or it may be about political, or it may be about like those days even team service became a normal person and have a walk around and come. But now in the commercial world, it doesn't happen in that way. But Say staff is being used. Okay? And now don't be greedy when you are getting a lot of bills from the marketing people, but make sure that it's been productively used. So it's depending on the person who is using that thing. If that person is now you as a company, you go and observe whether this person is under liquor before everyone. Okay? Then that doesn't work. Just enjoying it. Then can call it. Is it all right? Over another 5 minutes or so. So now we have the because I know that this is your lunch time. So I'm asking, is it all right if I have going to continue for some couple of minutes more? So remember that Maslow's hierarchy, biological need. So don't fulfill that one. So nothing comes here because it's all what you are studying is for your either social or status. The status comes after hunger. Okay? So therefore, that's why I'm always asking, is it all right? Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So then we have competitive strategies. Now we have studied about competitors, and we know, and also we know that with whom that we are fighting and with whom that we are going to escape ourselves. So then how are we going to do it? What are our strategies? So basically we have so the broad marketing strategies that might be company use and which one are the best for a particular company or for a particular different divisions and the product. Sometimes you might decide, looking at the competition and the way that they are behaving and your strength, you might decide, no, I'm a small company. So I don't want to have a head-to-head competition. So what I will do is, I will find my zone. I have my customer base, which I fulfill their requirement, maybe a small market. I will leave. That is what we call as blue ocean strategy. So that is, you are not going to have a competition with anyone. So you fulfill very unique requirement of a particular customer base. Okay. So that's what we are saying that rather than competing head-to-head with established competitors, many companies seek out unoccupied positions in uncontested market space. So there is no direct competitors. So we call it as a blue ocean strategy. There is something else called red ocean strategy. So in the red ocean strategy, you are going to have a head-to-head competition. So you decide, no, I'm going to have head-to-head competition with the existing brands because I'm powerful to do so. But if you are a small brand, you might decide, no, I'm not powerful. I don't want to rock my boat. So that I'll be nicely living with this small customer base. So there is no one to compete with. So then it's a blue ocean strategy. The competition strategy. Competition strategies. It can be either blue ocean strategy. It can be either blue ocean strategy or red ocean strategy. It's a small type. After some time, I will have to do it. Tell me what like so then the blue ocean strategy, either blue ocean strategy or red ocean strategy. Either blue ocean strategy or red ocean strategy. Blue ocean strategy. This not lunch. Without competing, with established competitors, without competing with established competitors. Fulfill special requirements of the fulfill special requirements of the limited number of customers. Those who are not attractive, those who are not attractive for competitors. They are called as niche market. They are called as niche market. Which is niche market, which is a limited number of special customers. A limited number of special customers. Like say for an example, maybe someone who is doing the dressmaking for dressmaking for disabled, very special, low interest. It's a blue ocean strategy. Or maybe like someone would be giving some special, very special kind of formula for immature babies. Very unique product. So no one worried about it. So they are not competing. The one thing is they don't have the capacity of giving it. It should be very, very unique. And take down that example. There is meeting for disabled people. Then the other one is red ocean strategy. Red ocean strategy. Competing in already established brands. Competing with the already established brands. The market. So in the most of the cases, that's why this picture is being used. As you can see that no one is there, it's very isolated. So that you don't have any. You want another? So I'm going to go to another big area. So before that, shall we go to and try to maybe 20 minutes to 25 minutes. 10 to 25 minutes. If I say 20, I know that.
Hello? Mic එක mute කරගෙන ඉන්නවද? මොන ගාසනෝ ඉන්නවනම් මිස් ඔයාලත් එක්ක කතා කරලා මිස් ගේන්නේ සිත් කතා කරනවා කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ mute කළා. ඔයා කියව ගොඩක් දේවල් ඇහුණා. ඔයා සිංහලෙන් මොනවද කිව්වා? කෙකී නාවට. ඊට පස්සේ මොනවද කෑම එකක් ගෙනල්ලා කිව්වා. ආ කෑම එකක් ගෙනල්ලා කිව්වා. ගෙදර වගේ ගෙදර मैं ඉස්සරහම නීතිය මොන මෙසේජ් එකක් දාන්න වෙන මංගාව තමයි ඔයාලගේ ස්පීකර් එක තියෙන්නේ. කිව්වොත් නැද්ද මම මෙසේජ් එකක් දාන්න මේ අපි ලන්ච් එක කරගෙන ඉන්නේ. මේ මයික් එක මියුට් කරගන්න. ඔව් නෑ ඉවර නැහැ මේ අපිට බ්‍රේක් එක. හරියට. ඒක මියුට් කළා. मैं मन तैयार लगे
Bisa dengar dari sini? Itu begini. Oh, ya cukup aku bisa dia. Ayah anak bukan itu anak sekarang berbeda. Anak bukan. Dan dia karena itu harus datang dia jadi sih shock tidak. Mereka ini. Itu kita tahu no. Kita bukan cuti kita nih. Lain itu I don't know whether the others are still having the lunch. The most challenging time of the lunch. Challenging for me to keep you awake. Just people want to join. Okay, let me start. Now we have analyzed what our competition is. And also we have identified where we want to take the competitive edge. Now, as the marketeers, basically either marketing manager, it is like just one brand, or else a couple of brands are there by the brand manager. So now you have to develop the strategies to compete in the market. Now just tell me, I told you at the very first day, like that means last week, when I start discussing the competition, by the way, am I audible? Good class. The ones who are sitting at the back, am I audible? So the competition is like a game, I say. Also, competition is like a war. Now, if that's the case, can you do a war to a particular strategy? Or can you play a game by following a particular strategy? Can I discuss it in the class? If you are in a war situation, so can I teach you, this is how you have to fight? In the class, can I do it? Then how do you decide? It's your brain. You have to make a lot of, it's not informed decision. Because whenever we are making decisions, there are some decisions, informed decision. We have all the information to make the decision. But some decisions, we have to give it the asymmetric information. Only very little information, sometimes no information. But still we have to make a decision. Okay. So then the competition is something like that. Because if you are in a board situation like when the enemy is coming, so there is no any theoretical thing, the theoretical strategies that may work to how to face that person. It's totally up to you. It's your experience, it's your intelligence, it's how mature you are. So it's no matter like how big you are or how small you are, it's the way that you are handling that situation. So just imagine like how the president, the debate, like a very experienced journalist, it's so disgusting because like he lost the temper. He shouldn't be. Because as a person who is representing the country, so he shouldn't be a person who talks with the emotions. So that's the approach of the journalist. But your maturity shows if you are getting quickly tempered, then you are not mature. So then you are not suitable enough to represent the country. If you are the person who represents the country, so you should mature enough to tolerate a lot of stuff. So the consequences you will get later on, not immediately. So if you have a chance, like the BBC, there is a program called Hard Talk. So it's the Hard Talk itself, like it's giving the very hard questions to the person who is being interviewed. So there's a one time like Lee Kuan Yew, the Singapore president, who came to the Hard Talk. And the journalists were so pressurizing the president, but Lee Kuan Yew was so calm and quiet, not getting any temper. So by telling like whatever the question that the journalist is asking, it's a matter of just making the temper, but he didn't. He was very calm and quiet, and he was telling what he wants to say. So no matter how much that person is stimulating. So that's why I told you like behavior is a matter of the stimulate and the response model. So the real character will come out. So once you are being given a small pinch. So coming back to the point where in the competition, it's totally depending on how you are playing the game in that situation. So whether you are success or fail, it's determined how well that you play. Like even in a game, like even in a board situation, like if you are very intelligent enough, And if you are not becoming like too panic, and also it's your maturity, so and also your experience, then you will survive. And even in the game also, like if you are playing cricket, so the techniques can be taught in the class or in the training. But when the ball is coming, how to play, it's totally up to you. So that's why even a well experienced person, even a 0 marks, that means it's unless otherwise there is no like under agreement. So it's totally depending on the situation. And also that even if it is under agreement also, it's the way that you're playing. You just pretended that you can't play. So likewise, in the competition, it's very hard for me to say, this is how it should happen. Like in swimming, sometimes the people know the swimming technique, or else some people don't know swimming technique, but they know how to swim. So if you are in a flood situation, it's a matter like how you are practicing it. That's so simple like that. So therefore, in the competition also, it's very hard for me to say that this is the way the company should operate. That's totally depending on the situation and the way that you are matured enough in the market and how the other brands are matured enough and what's their reaction and what's your resources. So it's like sometimes you do something and you fail. Then you have to have a backup plan. So always just go and see, and if it works and you proceed, otherwise you have another avenue. So when it comes to competitive strategies, there is no single strategy. The best for companies, each company must determine what makes the most sense given its position in the industry and objectives, opportunities, and the resources. So that's why sometimes even a well-established brand fails. Because the way that they are playing in a particular context is fair. Like Nokia, they lost the leadership to Samsung because Samsung is a brand like even people are much recognized because it's a foreign brand. But still then, the Nokia wouldn't take the position back. Last forever. Srilanka, so we were playing very well in the international market, but we lost. Isn't it? Because like it's the matter like where you are keeping the priority and how maturity that you are making in decision making, how you are playing the game. So even in a team chess, you know, like different members are behaving in a different way, but I can't teach you. So this is how you have to play. It's depending on the opposing party, you have to decide how you're going to play. So, so therefore, it's very hard for me to tell you, okay, this is how you have to operate in the market. But only thing is, so I can give you like some basic approaches. Okay, this is Michael Porter. So that 5 forces model, that's his invention. Okay. So then he also says that when the companies are operating, 27 is too much for me. I'm really sorry. I feel like I don't have it. Okay. Because of you, I make it 20. Remember, I can't. They compromise. You compromise one, I also compromise. Yes. Let's see whether I can survive. Okay, Michael Porter says we can't tell the companies to play the game in this way. But whatever you do, that is coming to either of these 3 approaches. So this is what we call basic competitive strategies. Also, it's being called as 3 generic strategies for competition. So you can guess the meaning from the term itself. As usual, the marketing it's so easy because you can guess the meaning from the term. The one approach is overall cost leadership. So that means as a company, you want to show that we are the brand which is cheapest in the market. Overall cost leadership. Understand? So the Chinese products, this approach. in international market. Whoever come up with what kind of a technology, what China does, they create something similar, regardless the quality inferiority is there, but sometimes half price, sometimes even less than the half price. Okay. So that is overall cost leadership. Your approach is to make sure that your brand is the cheapest. And even in Sri Lanka, like some companies are practicing this, especially with the economic crisis. Like the soap, laundry soap, which is coming into the market, like then they are not highlighting anything but the price. Say that our one is the cheapest. And even like you might have seen like some street food, like a tiny fish one, tiny rolls, have you seen? So that's their low cost leadership. Because you want to know like not anything else, but we are the cheapest. So that is how your competitive strategy is. And you're operating at the mass scale also, not just limited to a particular location. You can operate even the mass scale. And now we are the competitive strategies. Main companies competitive strategies. Under that, you take on basic competitive strategies. Basic competitive strategies. Also, it's called as three generic approaches. Three generic approaches for competition. So, three generic approaches. The first one, overall cost leadership. Overall cost leadership. Companies try to be the lowest brand provider in the market. Example, Chinese products are the cheapest products. Chinese products are the cheapest products. In the international market. Another example, the low-cost laundry soap in Sri Lanka. Low-cost laundry soap. I have seen like one time that dishwashers and the comfort, and that one like in a kind of the big containers. So I have seen on the road. So that's the entire one is 1,200 or something. And also I have seen in one place they are coming in a tap, like the quantity like coconut oil. So the quantity, that's a big barrel. So there is a tap fixed to it, so that the prices are low. So that is overall cost leadership. Because they are just competing from the cost. And the other one is the differentiation. It's like this. Now, this is the most commonly used one, differentiation. We can differentiate our product from that of the competitor. So that is what basically almost all the brands are doing. So then how we can differentiate ourselves? Almost all the brands, they want to show that our brand is different from your brand. So in which ways that we can differentiate ourselves? There are 5 ways. Sometimes you can take your product from the style, from the ingredients, and from the design. It's different. So that is what we call as product-based differentiation. If you take the Apple and Samsung, 2 different designs. And if you take like Toyota, a particular version, say Aqua with the Honda Fit, almost same market but 2 different products. In terms of the outlook, style, the features, everything is different. So they can do product-based differentiation. And even like Antli, so they say that our ingredients is different from the other whole grain milk powders ingredient. So then they take the ingredient, which is the aspect of a product, saying that we are different. So that is one. Don't try, just listen, and then after that. So that is product-based differentiation. And the other one is service-based differentiation, where if you are a service provider, you say that we have a unique service which you can't take from anywhere. So say, for an example, if all the other old mobile phones are giving, say, 6 months manufactured warranty, you can say that, okay, we will give you 1 year. Extra service that you can't take from anywhere. Or else, like if it is a retail, clothing retail shop, you say that we do free alterations. So if you are a small made person, so if you want to have trousers, so we will adjust the height of the trouser as per your requirement. It's a special service. Understand now? Then your service, by giving a special service, you can differentiate that you are different. That's a service-based differentiation. And sometimes, like you use your image, but for you to use that image, you have to have a good brand name. And then you are saying that, so we are Apple, we are Dell, we are Audi, so we are going to say that we are different. So that is why our prices are high. That's why this product is in this quality. So where you are basically competing on the image. Understand? So that is image-based differentiation. And the other one is the channel, like way that you are connecting with the customers. So like say for an example, when everyone is having the laptop and make it available in the market, HP is saying that no. If you want to design a laptop, you come to our system, you give the specification, we will decide by looking at your specifications. So it's fully customized for you. And then the different way of connecting. Understand? That's the channel-based differentiation. So now I give you 4: product-based, service-based, channel-based, image-based. The last one is people-based. So which means mainly service organizations do so. They are saying that we have very unique people, so that these unique people are the ones those who are serving. That you can't get that service from any other people, because that people are employed by our company. Like one time, now I think he's retired, the Mount Lavinia Hotel, how it is. They said he is a unique person, so that he is having some unique cushion. So kind of a different taste, and some novelty he is going to go like cooking. So if you want to get the recipes that's made out of him, so you have to come to our hotel. Understand? That is people-based differentiation. So Sri Lankan Airlines, they say that our staff is very human and hospitality. So it's a connection with the service plus the people. Understand? Differentiation strategy. companies try to show that their brands are different from that of competition. Are different from that of competitors. Following basis of differentiations. Following basis of differentiations are used. Following basis of differentiation are used either alone or in combination. Either alone or in combination. The first one, product-based differentiation. Product-based differentiation. Using product features, style, design, and ingredients. Companies try to create uniqueness. Companies try to create uniqueness. Example, Apple phone features are different from Samsung. Apple features are different from Samsung. Then the second one, service-based differentiation. Service-based differentiation. This called as using the unique services. Companies create competitive advantage. Example, free alterations by the retail clothing shop. Then the next one, channel-based differentiation. BSAA double A. Yes. Channel-based differentiation. Use unique way of connecting. With the customers. Example, HP manufacture and distribute customized laptops. Then the next one, image-based differentiation. Image-based differentiation. Use well-established brand name. Use well-established brand name as a way of showing the uniqueness of the brand. As a way of showing the uniqueness of the brand. Example, Apple, Rolex, Audi, any established brand. Then the last one, people-based differentiation. People-based differentiation. Using unique people that have been employed, in the company companies try to show that they are different. Example, Pabili Silva's recipes. Example, Pabili Silva's recipes. By Mount Lavinia Hotel. This is something so important because I'll be taking these ones again for positioning strategies as well. Different way of differentiating. So I said that sometimes like you can, if you take a particular product, you can't say that it's just a one base, you can even combine. Like if you take Apple, the features wise also different and branding is also different. So that it's a product-based differentiation plus image-based differentiation. Clear? It would be even a combination. This is imaginary today, you know. Quality by we so how should I keep things fixed? Just think about, I will give you a couple of scenarios. Now you tell me which combination it has. One is question. So let me discuss in class. So now the concern is it's good that at least some are distinctive. So like the companies are taking brand ambassadors, is it? The one who issues as the brand. So does it taking on the people-based differentiation? Yes. So they are saying that okay, these people are with us. So therefore, like so the one way of showing that they are different. That's true. Brand ambassadors also we can take on board as a people-based differentiation. Yeah. Take down this scenario. Identify justification. Identify the justification. Which basis of differentiations are being used? Which basis of differentiation are being used in the following scenario? Are being used the following scenarios. First one. That in Sri Lanka. That in Sri Lanka. Providing, providing open kitchen experience. Open kitchen experience. That facilitate customers to select the ingredients of the menu item and cook as per customized preferences by a reputed chef in Galle. The next scenario. Yeah. Srilanka. Assess the AC requirements, air condition requirement. By visiting the customer's place. When deciding the capacity of the AC. How many scenarios that be? Now you have to tell me like the differentiation basis and why. You are saying that basically the justification. And you are being given 5 on both. So take that 5 and then see that either alone or in combination. If it is combination, each combination. If it's not an exam, so well, of course you can have a chat with your friends. I want to break your mood, that's why
Image page.
Once those who feel sleepy, you know that you are sleepy, so that you have to participate. Like you have to have a chat with the one who is next to you. Don't do it alone. Because it has a dual purpose. One is I want to check whether you have got this, and the other one is I want to break your mood. Otherwise, you might be nicely sleeping in this environment and sleeping my body. You know that in nature, like accounting people are not much talkative, but you have to be in my class.
Invite features.
The ones those who have like identify only one basis and see whether is it clearly one or can't it be a combination. At enough time. Okay, so let me take the scenarios. There have been Srilanka. Which basis of different levels. The majority of the companies are can take thousands of examples because any of that is any combination. So establish, I didn't take the CA Sri Lanka because it has different programs. So SAB is mainly for offering the degrees. So that is their business goal. So what way that they are going to create a competitive advantage to show that they are different from rest of the institutes, to show that because of this we are unique, which pays the terms. So you say like, I didn't give the answer, I explained you how you have to think. So that you have to think in the same way what I'm explaining. Because if we are using these differentiation to show that we are different in a sense, something unique. Okay. So the cost leadership uniqueness is price. So here the uniqueness is different basis. Okay. So certainly it's coming in combination. That's why I said that if you have just identify only one way, then I said that try to see any other possibilities also there, because in practice normally it comes in combination. Okay. So CA Sri Lanka said, so the SAB is thinking, whoever established, they are thinking, okay, looking at all the market, they know that so many institutes are there. Those are offering different. Okay. The other than the government universities, sort of private universities are there, a lot of affiliated universities are there. So then what uniqueness that they have built up here? Yeah. CA brand that they are using, yes, they are using image-based differentiation. Yes, what else? Service, yes, it's used service in which way that they are using. What unique service that they provide to you. This service means that's why it's identify, justify. So that uniqueness you should be able to identify. So because of this uniqueness, we are saying that it's a unique service. Exception. That's the one. Okay. Because it's not available in any other places. Because within the same time period, you can be double qualified. That is the unique service. So that it's a unique service. Plus, they are using already established brand CA. Listen to me. No need to take it down. It's the matter like the thinking. So if you are getting the same thinking that I'm thinking, like, because if you never know what product that I'm taking on board, I never take CA Sri Lanka again. But I have taken it only for I might. I'm not saying that I never take. I might, but it's different. The other one which I have given, they're providing open kitchen experience that facilitate customer to select the ingredients of the menu item and cook as per customers' customized preferences by the reputed chef in Galle. So in Galle, you have they are providing a particular kind of a service where in other places all the food they have a pre-cook. Or else once you give the order, they cook for you. But in this case, only the ingredients are there. So you go with the empty plate, you can pick up the ingredient and give to the famous chef, and that person is cooking in front of you. So then you are the one, it's being customized as per your preferences. Then after that, you put whatever the sauce and pepper, whatever you would have it, as the way that you prefer. So that is the concept. So which way of differentiation? It has, of course, it's a service, it's a special service. Yeah, service differentiation. That's what it is. People, because I specifically said that the reputed chef. What else? Another image is also there. Is that all? Even channel. They have created the novelty, the way of perfect, isn't it? So it's like someone would argue, no, it is the service. It's not black and white clear, but it's inbuilt, it's embedded. So which has the service mainly to the outlook, it's a service. And also since it's Galadar, it's image, and since it's a recruiter check, it's a people. And also it's a different way of connecting, so it has 4 combinations. The other one is Srilanka assess the AC requirement by visiting the customer place when deciding the capacity of place. When the customer wants to decide the capacity, like if my room is big like this, what's the capacity? What capacity of AC do I have to put? So sometimes the customer doesn't know about it. It's only the technicians or the people who are handling the product knows. Service, yes, it's a service because it's a unique service. Like sometimes whenever you are going to the buy an air conditioner, so you are not measuring the house, the room. They say that it's okay, like we will come and we will see like how the ventilations and how you have covered up the areas and how big it is and how congested. So then we will decide, okay, this capacity is sufficient. Otherwise, it will go for less. There's no point of having AC because again, still you are hot. If it is go for more capacity, like the way that you all are suffering for even with the smart temperature, so you are being freezed because capacity is too high for a small room like this. So then, either cases, the customer is kind of an uncomfortable situation. So that's why we have provided special service. Is that all? It has channel, yes. Channel also there. Srilanka is a reputed brand, so that it's image of. Yeah, because if I'm saying, like, say, for example, like I put some question to the class. So in case if I'm giving this kind of a question for the exam, if you have at least identify, say that 12 marks, 4 scenarios, 3 for each. Okay. So then, for the first one, if you have not identified service, then it's a big question mark because it's straight away it's a service. So that means if you have a particular student is unable to identify the main basis of differentiation, that means then it passes a message to me that you don't know the subject. Understand? So then the other peripherals, at least you identify 1 or 2, then you don't need to identify. So that's how, because the paper is to check whether you know the subject, saying that even the second one, it's a mainly service. So you are telling all the other things, but not the service, that means you don't know. So that means you are being like, how much accidentally, if you write all, so then I get confused. It's like I'm the one who is writing the paper. Because I have read everything. If the answer is there, no, I'm not like that. So like you have to show that you know it. So the main basis you must identify. For that, the marks will be given. Some other peripherals, at least 1. Okay, I hope your mood changed and also you know the subject, the differentiation basic. Suddenly something came to my mind. I thought of asking from you. Just imagine you're organizing your wedding plan. Which basis of differentiation can do? Which way of image? Huh? Okay. Okay, yes. Each way of people. Yes. So of course, politics doesn't come. So it's no wonder why it doesn't come to her for the boy. For the bride, It's the appearance really matters. So some people, because of the reputation, they charge a lot. So there's a reputation of the one who is dressing up, it's a image based. And also like the wedding planners, they will give like different kind of, it comes as a package, isn't it? I don't know, you have paid me because mine has happened like 13 years ago. So this, they say that for this one, this much price, for this one, this much price. So how it's linked with this theory? So for a bride, if it is fresh flowers, this much. If it is normal flowers, this much. How come? It's a service, yes. The service-based differentiation. If the person is a reputed one, the people get differentiation. And of course, if it's going for the image of the person, it's image-based differentiation, and also it's specifically relevant to a hotel image, image-based differentiation. What else? So, channel-based differentiation. Which way the channel? Which way? Concept-wise, no? Okay, yeah, it's a channel based as well, because like if you need a particular theme, it's the way of that the connecting part. It's a totally unique concept for you. That's channel as well. So now it has service, it has people, it has image, it has channel. Only one left, product based. It doesn't have differentiation. It's market, yes. Okay. Now I've done with the cost leadership and differentiation. So then focus one means the first two you operate as a mass scale, but the focus strategy means you are not operating as a mass scale as a brand. So you are focusing about only niche market. Very small special number of customers, like as I said, blue ocean strategy. So then you are fulfilling the requirement, like I said the earlier, either like you might be a person who is making dresses for disabled person. Or like from Famous, they have a special milk powder for premature babies. Doesn't come to the mass scale market. Where what they're doing is they just contact the parents, those who have delivered the premature babies, and say that, okay, we have this kind of a formula milk. So if you wish, place the order and then we will make it available for you. Only a niche market. Focus strategies. Very special requirement fulfill. Very special requirement of the customer. Do not operate at the mass scale. Do not operate at the mass scale. Mass scale. Only a niche market requirements. Only a niche market requirement are fulfilled. Only niche market requirements are fulfilled. Example. Polyphemas. Special formula milk. premature babies. Live in Western province. Live in Western province. So that means even in limits to a particular geographical space. So those are the three main approaches. The more commonly used one is this. The last topic for consideration. Okay. So now whatever the strategy we take. So I can't say that this is how it plays. Only thing is in the three clusters, either you go with the price or you go with other differentiation basis, or else you are going with a blue ocean strategy where you have already your own group. Okay. So the first two is red ocean strategy. Yeah. Low cost leadership and the differentiation strategy. The red ocean strategy, but the blue ocean strategy is the focus. Now, depending on your position in the market, so it's determined how you play the game. Whether you are a leader or a challenger, follower, or the leader. So the leader is the one who has the highest market share. And the challenger is the second, the powerful person in the market. The follower is the third person, and the leader is the smallest person in the market. So in terms of the market share, the normally leader is having at least 40, that means more than that. Okay. And the challenger is 30, 20, and the 10. Okay. Now, if I take the leader, this is what the leader does. So if your brand is the market leader in the market, so basically you try to defend your market share. Like say for an example, if this is your market, total market. Say that this is your portion. There is another person for someone, right? So this is the leader, the market share. This is the challenger's market share. This is follower and the leader. So this, since this is the leader's portion, the leader tries to defend it, at least to protect this market share. So that is what here it says, protect the existing market share. Players nothing to spend. And sometimes you want to expand your market share. So which means you want to increase your portion. Take a particular portion from someone. That is another strategy. Right? And these two are very much straightforward. And also leader is doing something else. Leader wants to expand the total market. So that means this is the total market. Leader wants to expand it. So that you have complete. Why do leader want to expand the market share? It's not any leaders. No any other brand will do it. And visualize why the leader is those two are it's obvious. Now you want to protect the existing market share, and also you want to take a portion from some. But you want to have the bigger market share, the bigger total market, so that the leader try to make it bigger. Why the leader is doing it? The leader is having the capacity of controlling. It's only that capacity is there with the leader. Okay. Just imagine this is a cake. So to your family, if a cake is being given by someone who is having the authority to take the largest portion? Just now think about that person, either it's you or someone else in the family. So that person is the most happiest person if the size of the cake is bigger. Isn't it? Why? The person has the much power to enjoy. Others also getting a larger portion, but you will be more benefited. Just imagine for my house, if I'm the one who is eating more cakes, others don't like it. So then I like whether it's the 1 kilo cake or I prefer 2 kilo cake. Because I have the more portion that I can entertain. Same logic. So if the size of the cake, size of the market is a particular quantity, so if you are entertaining like 50%, if the market expands, say like your market size is 1 million, out of 1 million, 50% belongs to you. Now the market became 1.5 million. That out of 1.5 million, the largest portion you benefit. Others also benefited, but you are the most benefited person. Did you understand the logic? That is the same idea. So that are there any examples where some brands are trying to, then how we can make it bigger? From the examples. So this one is so easy. But to the total market expansion, how we can do it and who has done it? You have to have more customers, yes? So how do you get more customers? So if you are borrowing more customers from another brand, it's market share expansion, not the total market expansion. Like say for an example, the toothpaste brand, Clogard. So the Clogard, the advertisement is the lady who is with the blue color cup. It's coming and saying that my son is having a toothache. So can I get a little bit of flu? The one with the red color cup, that lady is saying that okay, for today you take this flu, but tomorrow onward you use this toothpaste. Then you may not have any tooth problem. Your son may not have any tooth problems. What does it say? What's the idea? So the blue top lady is representing which brand? Signal. That the one who is using the Clogard, it's a Clogard brand. So it's the promotion is from the Clogard. So it's saying that the Clogard is saying that now you change your toothpaste from Signal to Clogard. It's a market share expansion. Because the same person, because that person also brushing the teeth and you are also brushing the teeth. Only thing is if that person changed from Signal to you, so this promotion will increase. Say that if this is Signal and this is Clogard, this portion comes to this product. Understand? That is not the total market expansion. That is your market share expansion. Did you got the logic? How total market can be expanded? Any clue? In the wrong time. Because your classroom is evenly divided, like your brain is evenly divided, not evenly divided. Because like I'm giving a little early break, but the rest of the time is like 2 hours at a stretch. I know it's hard, but how we can increase the total size of it? I remember one time Signal did it. So in the toothpaste market, the Signal is a market leader in Sri Lanka. So do you remember there's a campaign to brush the teeth twice a day? I don't remember. So there's one at the promotion because a few months ago, about a year ago, like the two kids, like taking the father in the night time to brush the teeth. Can you remember the thing? So it's a research finding. Like the married males are not brushing the teeth in the daytime. It's true. Like true means like it's a truth in that family. I don't know. So now you just asked me. I'm on that category. Okay. So that it was found out by research. So this is the habit in Sri Lanka. So generally, like almost all the people are brushing the teeth, even in the villages also, in a different mode. At least once they brush. But they have seen the potential markers where they are not brushing, a particular category is not brushing in the night time. So then the signal, what they did was, they asked those people to brush the teeth. Then what will happen? What's their intention? Even though that message is from signal, that pass a message to everyone who is not brushing the teeth, no matter which brand that you are using. Understand? So that you will not change the toothpaste, but the brand of the toothpaste, but you will start brushing your teeth in the night time. Then what will happen? How we expand the total one? Your toothpaste at home will run out quickly. So if that fellow is also start brushing the teeth in the night time, so then it's 30 times more that person is using the toothpaste. So if the toothpaste tube is used for a particular time period, now it has reduced. Now you want more toothpaste to go. So that means consumption has been increased. So if it happens for every family, more and more toothpaste is buy. So that means total size of the consumption will expand. So that will happen even for other brands also, but it's okay, let other brands venture because I'm the most benefited person because most people purchasing. Now there is someone else also did it. Other brand. And Signal did it for toothbrushes also. How? Because in the toothbrush market also they are the leaders. How they did it? Change the brush. Can you remember again? They target married males. Remember, like the son is playing a particular character on the stage, and the parents are just very proudly like, look at me, the character of the child, and the child is coming with a very old toothbrush and saying that I'm very old, but my father had that's like father's toothbrush or something. So I haven't been changed for more than 3 months. So the father is moving under the chair. So that's also they have found out like that is mainly for the married males. So they never change the toothbrush so that so they're giving a kind of a benchmark at least. You go home and see whether if your toothbrush is also looks like it, better you change it now. Okay. So then it's again it's even though the message is from Signal, so you will go for any toothbrush. So they are not saying that we are the best because of these features. They are not saying anything. You go for any brand, but they know that we are the leader, so that people mainly go for our brand. Who else did it? So that means like frequently you are changing the toothbrush once in 3 months. Then. You are changing once in 3 months, so that means we are purchasing one family is purchasing more and more toothbrush. So then the number of consumption increases. Who else? Lifebuoy, yes, Lifebuoy did it. How? Wash your hands 5 times a day with the COVID. They did it. So if like 5 members are there, everyone needs to wash it 5 times. Then they are like the washing the liquid will quickly run out. That's good for Lifebuoy. Even for any other brands. So Lifebuoy saying that no, not saying that okay, we are good so that you have to buy Lifebuoy. They are palm themselves, it's not that one. So they know that they are the leader. Even the Dettol, it's okay. But even the small brand, that's okay. Now, take down like so that you can draw it. So you draw that one and have that drawing. And expand the market share means have a small dash line. Then after that, I will give you the number. And this dash line is for to expand the market share, and then the dash line that's cover up the whole the circle. It's the total market expansion. Don't be greedy to have the expansion, because it's not going out of your system. Some are like very tiny. So greedy. Otherwise, it's not easy. Defend the market share. So the one which is colored, we can see the just to defend the market share. And the one with the dash line is part. If you want to protect the market share, this is to protect the market share. And this part is like you have an arrow like this. Like that is to expand the market share. And if you have arrows like this, your total market expansion. The ones those who have made a very tiny one, now if there is no space, there are arrows. Okay, to protect the market share, like so some of the brands you might have seen, like they just keep on advertising, like Coca-Cola, because they are afraid that people may forget it. So they just want to protect the market share. So that's why they are not saying that okay, we are big so that you have to come to our brand. They are not telling you to just the reminder we are Coca-Cola, so that you are good in that one. So like that. So that is just to protect existing market share. Because they are afraid that people will forget it. Take down you are protect the market share, Coca-Cola, continuously advertising. Continuously advertising without comparing with any competitive brands. And the expand market share. Advertise without comparing any competitor. Then the second one is expand the market share. Signal toothbrushes. Signal toothbrushes. Say that they have a unique shape. Say that they have unique shape. Which go to the every corner of the mouth. Which goes to the every corner of the mouth. That is not possible in other toothbrushes. That is not possible with the other toothbrushes. So that in that campaign, they are saying that you don't go for other brands, you just come to our brand. So it's the market share expansion. Total market expansion. Total market expansion. Signal. Asking people to. Signal asking people to. Brush the teeth twice a day. Which increase consumption of toothpaste. Which increase the consumption of toothpaste. Full stop. Consequently, size of the total market. Size of the total market. Will increase. Just imagine like you are because Lanka is now if everyone is brushing the teeth twice a day, what else that you can do with the everyone is brushing the teeth twice a day. What else that you can do to increase the consumption? Because consumption increase means total market increases. Production. Yeah, you can increase the production, but the problem is if people are not there to buy, they're looking at the consumption from customers. So how do you stimulate? It suddenly come to my mind. Check whether you are happy the creative. It was not something planned. I haven't asked that question from anyone earlier. I said it's like there is a because we look at the people's point of view. The people's consumption should go up. First production we can increase, but if there is no one to buy, then again we fail. So then now there is a particular age where you start brushing the teeth. So then see whether are you touching up that market. The one who is having just a 2 teeth. So once just 2 teeth comes and see whether are you touching up that market as well. So then if you don't have a range of product that you can offer, then it's again coming under the umbrella of signal. What else? That's a good strategy. Okay. So like if you can advise, so like by hiring doctors or someone and saying that one time brushing, you have to have minimum of this quantity. So normally either we take like a small bit or a small like a particular portion. So that of course you have to get the consultation and the support from the expertise and saying that to make your the mouth is healthy. So if you want to have a long teeth for your lifestyle, for your life cycle, so at least you have to use half of the brush, like that quantity or full of the brush. Are they? So again, that's all it's asking, like make the toothpaste tube quickly finish. Then more and more toothpaste, and it's now you got the logic. So then we go to the other one now. And the next one is the next person is the challenger. That is the second powerful person in the market. That if you are equally powerful as the leader, you can have face-to-face attack. But if the leader is very powerful, like if the leader is having like 50% of the market share or more than 50%, then automatically challenger is tiny, isn't it? Because if the leader is having like 50%, even if you are having 25%, you are like half like the leader, isn't it? So that in that kind of a situation, you can't have a face-to-face attack. So that's here it says, if you are equally powerful, then you can have face-to-face attack, full frontal attack, but unless otherwise, guerrilla attack. Okay. Because you never go and fight with the person who you certainly know that you will be the loser. So then you let that person to go and go behind and attack and come, the person doesn't know what happened. Understand? So that is the logic. So that's how normally we fight with a powerful person. Okay. So then how in the commercial, how does that happen? Punchy and medical, they are equally powerful in terms of the product range, in terms of the establishment, the financial capability, and in terms of the market expansion. So equally powerful. So that's why, like for certain product range, the Munchie is the leader, but for another product range, Malibon is the leader. Okay. So they always attack to each other. How we can see that attack? But we can nicely see it in commercials. Like, don't know whether you remember, like that Superman who is going to rescue the person who is going to I think because of the flood or something, person is going to die. Superman is going to rescue the person, and everyone who is around first take the Superman out. Can you remember that commercial? Then say that Superman, even though the Superman is not a Superman. Okay. So what does that mean? So it's from the Malibon. It's the Superman, Super Cream Cafe is from Malibon, but that commercial is from Munchie. So that you can't directly use the brand name as per the Sri Lankan law. So, but you can directly attach. So even the Superman is also wearing a red color, and this green caca is also red. The Malibon green caca is red. Okay. So then that is the attack. And that was attacked from the Munchie to the Malibon. Okay. Because Munchie is the challenger, but even though the Munchie is a challenger, equally powerful as the Malibon. And the Malibon also did the other way around for the lemon puff. So don't get confused with the real one and the fake one. So like it's from the Malibon. So there the Malibon is the challenger. So then they are saying that whenever you are having a lemon puff, so you have to always go for the real one. Don't get confused with the fake one. So the fake one is referring to the Munchie. So it's a full frontal attack. Face to face, they attack to each other. But some cases, like if you really know that you are weak, so if a leader do something, you are not going to do the same. You do something else. Because if you are going to do the same, so sometimes the leader will chase you out from the market. Challenges. Strategy, full frontal attack. Full frontal attack. I'm giving only the example. Example, Malibon versus Munchie. Full frontal attack. Malibon versus Munchie. You can take down those two examples, like Superman at the base one. Superman advertisement. Yeah, the real lemon advertisement. Real lemon puff. Real lemon puff advertisement. And even like I think from the Malibu, they have something similar for chocolate biscuit also. Real chocolate biscuit with something something like that. The indirect attack. Indirect attack, also it's called as guerrilla attack. Indirect attack, it means like a diagram, guerrilla attack. So that normally we using the walls. If enemy is too powerful, we don't go face to face. So if the leader is very powerful, the guerrilla attack, if the leader is very powerful, challenger does not compete. The challenger does not compete face to face. Instead, if leader cut down the price, challenger may introduce a novelty to the product. So that is what is called indirect attack. Okay. Novelty to the product. So that means they do something else other than cutting down the price. So the next one is the market follower. It's the third person. Okay. From the term itself, you are not going to challenge anyone, but you are simply following. That means you are simply imitating. So the following, in a sense, always you keep a distance. Here, the run-up firms that wants to hold its share in an industry without rocking the boat. Okay. So having said that, you are the third person in the market. So if you are going to attack the two big players, they will certainly chase you out. Say that if a particular brand is going to, like say, for an example, in the savory market in Srilanka, the biscuit market, two main players are Lanka and Munchie. But there are some other brands you might have seen, Kissed biscuit, Mama's biscuit, something like that. So what they are doing is they simply imitating either the challenger or the leader. The Kissed one is imitating the leader. Management biscuit is being imitated by them. Because how they are imitating, the package is same like the management paper. The red color and even the way that they have put the drawing and everything. And that from the package wise they are imitating. Prices are little low. And also like the place where they are keeping closer to the leader. In the supermarket, you just go and see. So they are keeping their product closer to the leader and the challenger because in case by mistake only people might take this because it looks like the same. Understand? And especially nowadays because biscuit prices went up drastically, then the people stop consuming. Now the follower is having a good market for that. So then the people went for the followers one, but the leader doesn't care about that one. Even the challenger also doesn't care about that one because they know that this person is a small fellow. We don't want to fight with this tiny person, okay? Because it's our resources. Okay? Let that person to copy. So in case if you are getting closer, we will chase you. Understand? That's the logic. So that's why I always say that, but without rocking the boat. you have to follow, but at the same time, you keep a distance. So that means you don't want to get closer, you can't have 100% imitation. So the taste-wise, of course, they are different. So they can take the package, they can imitate, and they can imitate the place where keep the product, but not anything else. They can't do promotion as Management does because they are not powerful to do so. And also, like they can't copy the Management, the biscuit taste. Management doesn't care. It's okay, you copy my package, and your price is also low. So some people like it. Let them go for it. Understand? The Mama's biscuit and Keys and so many small brands that's coming under production. Take it back. Followers, imitate. Followers imitate. Either leader or challenger. Either leader or challenger. However, keeping a distance. However, keeping a distance. Example, East biscuit imitate. This biscuit imitate the package. The place strategies, package and the place strategies. Management biscuit. Management cream checker. Management cream checker. Okay, then the next one is market niche. So that is the smallest person in the market. Market niche is the smallest person in the market. So you always fulfill very special requirement of the customer. Firms that serve a small segment that other firms in an industry basically not looking at. Like say, you might be a person who creates some homemade sweets. So then the management is not worried about it. So because it's a very tiny market, you have it's a homemade something, and then you distribute only in a small places. So that's it. It's a very small level operation. So each market niche strategy are fulfilled. Very small market. Sometimes with special requirements. Sometimes with special requirements. Example, person making some candy at home. Some candy at home. And sell only in the limited space. And sell only in the limited space. So that is the place where I said that a niche market always. So we are heading to the end of the topic now, the competition basically. So in terms of the competitive strategies, so there is no universal way of competing, like fighting or gaming. So there is no proper strategy that we can discuss in class, but basically we have 3 approaches. That's one aspect that I have discussed, and the other thing is totally depending on your position in the market. If you are a leader in one way, if you are a challenger, it's another way. If you are a follower, it's another way. If you are a niche, it's another way. Now, if I'm combining the previous discussion, now we have discussed the consumer behavior, and also we have discussed the competition now. So the marketing is all about you fulfill customers' requirement better than competitors. If you are combining these two, it's like this. So we have a customer center, also competitor center. If you are nowhere, like if you don't consider how are the customers changing and their behavior, and also if you don't consider about the competitors, then we call as product orientation. You don't consider any, but it's wrong. But if you pay only the attention to the customer, it's only customer oriented, that is also wrong. But if you are paying attention only to the competitors, ignoring the customer, that is also wrong, that is called as competitor orientation. Ideal position is the market orientation, where you have to give the equal weight to both customers and the competitors. Then only you can outperform in the market because you exactly know that how the people are changing in terms of the customers and how these people are playing with these people, so that you can create your competitive edge and without letting other people may copy, but by the time they are copying, you have to create another advantage. Understand? Because you can't stop copying. People anyway copy, like once the Toyota introduced hybrid engine, others also do it. So you can't stop it. But only thing is, you always, if you want to be the leader, you have to bring something unique when other people are copying your advantage. So that means you have to keep on upgrade. So that's the end. So that's the end of competition. And also today's discussion as well is